music go.
How's it going, guys? It's Harp and welcome to another storytime video. I'm kicking it off on Black Ops 3. This is a new game mode. This is my first game on trying it. I need to get a haircut so badly. I mean, I know I just got one last week, but yeah, it lasted a good week, and then it got summertime. Because whenever I got my haircut, it was like a solid 70, 80 degrees just outside. Not too bad, right? And then out of nowhere, next thing you know, oh shit, now it's like in the 90s, and I have this thick head of hair, and I gotta get it all cut off. But that's not what today's video is about. No, it is not. I'm going to be telling you guys about a story that happened to me actually a couple hours ago. There's only 2 people on the other team and 3 people on my team. This is such a good game. One of the other teammates is AFK, so... And I know my shot is super off on this. This is actually my first game, not only on this game mode, but on the actual game itself in a long time. Oh god, I missed that hard scope. But anyway, as you can tell by the title, I was almost caught. Okay, so here's the story of how it all kind of went down. So we had to get some stuff from Tractor Supply. If you guys know, hopefully all of you know what Tractor Supply is. If not, it's kind of like a warehouse-ish type of thing. This one was like a big warehouse. I'd say a solid 2, 3, maybe 4 stories up. And it's for all sorts of outdoor gardening things, work materials, stuff like that. Kind of like a Home Depot, but more ergonomic, I guess. I don't know how I describe it. It's just something, right? But anyway, I was there. We were looking at T-posts and everything. We were kind of just like walking around. Of course, we had a mission, you know. We had to get a certain amount of T-posts and a certain amount of the fence things, whatever. So we were looking around, and after I loaded everything into the bed of the truck, I'm like, hey, let's stay here a little bit longer. And I was walking around outside, just looking around at stuff, you know. And I noticed, you know those ladders that go up? Normally there's like a padlock or something that keeps you from getting into it, you know? I was sitting there and I was inspecting it and I realized there's no lock on this. You could see where the lock was. Somebody tore the lock off of this. I sat there and I thought about it for a second. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen to me if I kind of just went on top of the building? Mind you, this is a pretty decent sized Tractor Supply. It's a warehouse sized Tractor Supplies, and it's pretty high up. And I'm not saying, oh, it's super bad. I'm just saying, what if something were to go wrong? But then I'm like, I sat there and I scoped around the area trying to see if there's any cameras or anything. I'm using my Argus now because that guy just pissed me the F off. So yeah, I saw the ladder. I finally finished going up to it. Normally there's like a lock right around here, you know, but this time there wasn't. So I kind of just opened it up, you know, kind of just did my thing. Started looking around some more. There was no one outside. And I'm climbing to the top of this thing, right? And I get to the very top and I start looking over and stuff, right? And I can see that it kind of just goes up and then just goes right back down. And it looks like it's a solid like 4-story building, but it's more like 3s, and there's just another huge ass wall going up. Like, well, this is weird, but oh well. So I climbed over, went inside, and then there's a bunch of air conditioning units and everything. I was on the roof. I was trying to take photos, but it didn't really work out too well. But I stayed up there for, I'd say, about maybe 5 minutes before I was like, yeah, I don't really want to be up here anymore. So as I'm on my way climbing back down, I get over and I start to turn over to the ladder and I get both my hands on it. Then I just hear assistance needed outside on padlock. And then what they were saying about the padlock was the gate. It was the gate that we had to pull my truck into to put everything onto it. I'm like, oh shit, someone's coming outside. And I had my phone in my hand. I was going to start taking photos of like the place as I was like starting to go down. But then I shoved it back in my pocket. You could just see 2 people walk outside. And they were solid like 30 yards, 20 to 30 yards away from me. And I could just see them. They walked straight out. And they started to look at me. But they didn't. They looked in my direction, but they didn't see me. And I'm just sitting there on top of the ladder just waiting. Just waiting for them to move. So here's a ladder. Just imagine them walking out. So just imagine them walking out of that door and me just being right up there. Just like holding on. And they didn't even see me, dude. They just looked in my direction and walked in the complete other direction. I climbed back down, closed everything up the exact way I found it, and I just walked past them. They just looked at me like, what were you doing over there? We didn't see you when we came out. I'm like, yeah, I know. The only thing I managed to get on my Snapchat was me like halfway up the ladder and the rust and crap all over my hands from on the ladder. And that was it because I couldn't take photos of anything up there because my phone was being gay, of course. Trust me, next time I decide to do some shit like this, oh, I'm gonna record it for you guys. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed this story. Comment down below what you want to see in the future and leave a like if you enjoyed. And be sure to use code HARP for a discount on all Fatal Grips as well as Insane Labs purchases. And yeah, it's been HARP, guys. Later.